My brother Lucas has a crush on a girl who's obsessed with some campus heartthrob. To help my hopeless brother get a girlfriend, I decided to deploy my so-called man-catching charm. Of all people, the girl's crush turned out to be my lifelong nemesis, Daniel Anderson. Steeling myself, I blurted out, "I want to sleep with you." Daniel raised an eyebrow. "Never knew you had such dirty thoughts about me." "You misheard." My lips froze. I meant to say, "I want to date you." After an eternity, Daniel nodded. Date first, then sleep together. That's the proper sequence.
Welcome to listen to my full Sweet Love series novel. I'm the blogger and I'm Twilight's novel. Now let's start the main story.
Sis. Emergency. Lucas, that sounds familiar. Our chat history showed emergency messages every other day. If we weren't blood-related, I'd have disowned him already. This leech only knows how to drain me dry. He's practically sheared me bald. I'm broke. Not about money. You're the best sister ever. I don't want a brother like you. My beautiful, kind, amazing sister. My future happiness depends on you. Turns out Lucas had been chasing some girl who already had a crush. My usually clueless brother actually devised a diversion tactic. Have me seduce the girl's crush first. Sis, with your looks, you'll bag him instantly. Listen to this nonsense. I'm his sister. Elegant, beautiful and virtuous. Any family want a son? I'll sell this traitor cheap. Where's your conscience? My brother actually sent a sobbing emoji. I nearly threw my phone. Get lost. Sis, are you scared? Or maybe you can't do it. Well, you have been single your whole life. I hate to admit his reverse psychology worked. Who are you looking down on? Send me his info now. Lucas sent a side profile photo. Sharp jawline, thick brows, long lashes, barely passable. Confident. Are you doubting me? He grinned. Sis, my happiness is in your hands. At the cinema, I dressed to kill with full makeup. The double date was painfully awkward. Lucas brought me. The girl brought her crush. The crush was my childhood rival. I shot Lucas a look. This is her crush? He nodded eagerly. God, why him? Daniel took one look at me and snorted. I turned to leave, but Lucas grabbed my sleeve pitifully. Torn between blood and rivalry. Fine, family first. I flashed my most charming smile. Daniel frowned. What nonsense are you up to? Steeling myself, I blurted, I want to sleep with you. Wait, what? I meant date, not sleep. The girl looked stunned. So did I. Lucas chimed in. Yeah, my sister's right. Right, you're... Never mind, same mother. Daniel raised an eyebrow. Never knew you had such dirty thoughts about me. You're the dirty one. Your whole family. I wanted to bite my tongue off, but Lucas made things worse. The traitor dragged away the shocked girl, leaving me with Daniel. Jasmine Zheng, what happened to you? No mercy from him. I came to protect my junior from sketchy guys. Turns out the problem was his sister. For my brother's sake, I had to commit. Ugh, why did my parents raise such a brat? You misheard. My lips froze. I meant to say. Under May's sunshine, my lie was transparent. Then what did you mean to say? At least he pretended to believe me. Gritting my teeth, I muttered, I want to date you. Daniel looked between us. Date me? You. His lips curled. Weren't you the one who said you hated me? Across the way, Lucas was already flirting shamelessly. The girl seemed sweet. Too good for my brother. But why would she like this blockhead Daniel? Any other guy, I could have handled easily. Childhood was childhood. You always scored higher, making my mom nag me. I was just venting. Now I've grown up. My tastes have matured. My fake smile didn't match my genuine beauty. After an eternity, Daniel nodded. Date first, then sleep together. That's the proper sequence. Asshole. What gave you that idea? This was peak embarrassment. My watch buzzed with Lucas' text. Sis, whether the Zheng family gets a daughter-in-law depends on you. Time was tight for this ridiculous mission. As I hesitated, Daniel delivered the ultimate line. I'll give you this chance. But it's up to you to succeed. Heaven strike me down now. I remember nothing about the movie. Just Daniel graciously letting me scan his WeChat QR code. Afterwards, Lucas looked at me like I'd performed magic. Sis, you're legendary. Forget influencers, you're the real deal. His sudden admiration had one reason. I'd successfully diverted the crush. According to him, the girl was so shocked by my passion she backed off. For this idiot's happiness, I'd sacrificed all dignity before my rival. Ugh, such a bad deal. I'd once imagined reuniting with Daniel. The one time I beat him was our college entrance exams. To meet my defeated rival again would have been glorious. But never like this. The sweeter Lucas smiled, the tighter my fists clenched. Only shared DNA stopped me from strangling him. Despite my disdain, Lucas left happily. Meanwhile, I had no idea what came next. Per Lucas' plan, I had to stage an epic courtship until he secured his girl. They say know thy enemy. I scoured Daniel's social media. Just a dozen bland posts. Even my uncle posts more than this guy. Nothing personal except one basketball court photo. After careful analysis, my conclusion: this guy's cultivating an ice prince persona. I charged my phone and ignored it all evening. Next morning, Lucas shook me awake violently. Sis, you're trending on campus forums. Still groggy, I checked his tablet. #1 heartthrob spotted at cinema with mystery girl. Comments were pouring in. Already 10K plus. Sis, you're stuck with him now. He looked thrilled at my misfortune. This is all your fault. I kicked him out, keeping his breakfast. Between bites, I strategized. Daniel hated attention. This publicity might scare him off. Sis, your phone's blowing up. Lucas shoved my buzzing phone at me. 99 plus unread messages. All from one person. I secretly Googled what to do when your crush sends 90 unanswered texts. Apparently I'm shallow too. Finally alone, I called Daniel. Sorry, I slept early and missed your texts. 9 p.m.? How wholesome. His tone gave nothing away. Had breakfast. The lie died in my throat. No. Good. Let's eat together. Like receiving imperial summons, I rushed to his campus. The forum revealed Daniel was also doing grad school nearby. Just 3 subway stops away. At his university gate, he stood surrounded by whispering students. He casually took my hand through campus. Outsiders need escorts. Yet his grip felt possessive. The cafeteria was packed despite the late hour. Under staring eyes, I ate slower than ever. You used to inhale food. What changed? Nearby girls whispered excitedly. They're childhood sweethearts. That must be the one from school. Daniel ate unfazed while I developed stage fright. Post-meal, he gave a campus tour. Tell me before early bedtimes. Initiate conversations. Be honest about everything. Wait, he's giving orders like we're married. Got it. But I have to go now. I fled before this charade escalated. Afternoon lab was distracted by forum gossip. Post-class, my professor stopped me. Dating Daniel Anderson? My jaw dropped. Brilliant boy. My wife supervises his PhD. PhD? Not master's? Old academic rivalry pains resurfaced. Professor joked about officiating our wedding. Leaving lab, my phone rang. This time, I answered instantly. Need something? Can't I just call? Of course you can. Bastard. I'm at your campus. Heard your cafeteria's good. Right. His school has 3 dining halls. I retrieved him from my university gates. Odd. My campus allows visitors. The usually quiet cafeteria was packed today. Turned out the main hall was closed for events. So much for low profile. Girls stared as Daniel studied the menu. Your favorite? He asked so tenderly. Since getting my chance. He'd flipped the script. More proactive, more affectionate than me. That one. I randomly pointed. Turns out that counter server had legendary Parkinson's hands. But when Daniel approached, miracle. Her trembling stopped. She piled his plate with meat, no veggies. New student? My daughter studies here. I dragged Daniel away, mortified. At the table, I stole glances. Handsome privilege is real. His plate proved it. My high school vow, I'd never like Daniel, haunted me. Eat up, he said, transferring meat to my plate. Give me your address. I have gifts for you. Gifts? Before dating? Suspicious, I teased. Feels like you're pursuing me. Your perception's off. The wake-up call hit me hard. Pursing my lips, I gave a disgruntled humph. Then came the surprise. I'm responding to your pursuit. Well then, this must be how those sweet romantic moments happen. My plate was full of meat, my heart full of triumph. The next morning, delivery men woke me up. Box after box piled up, overwhelming me. Only after confirming the sender was Daniel did I sign for them. What is all this? Carefully opening a package, gift boxes tumbled out. Cards fluttered down like snowflakes, nearly burying me. Shaking the boxes confirmed they weren't empty. These were all unopened gifts. The variety of items and handwritten notes told one story. These are from Daniel's fangirls, aren't they? Random cards overflowed with declarations of love for him. Twitching my lips, I called Daniel. Why'd you mail me gifts from other people? Struggling to be heard over the gift mountain, I yelled. They're mine, but now they're yours. Most are from strangers, can't return them. You might as well use them. The rest was cut off as he claimed busyness and hung up. Well, unwrapping packages is every girl's hidden talent. With no morning classes, I got to work. Soon, everything lay revealed. A drone, latest gaming console, phone, perfume, skincare sets, even matching couple underwear. Modern college girls clearly had impressive budgets. The guy stuff could go to Lucas and Dad. The rest? Jackpot. Hugging the drone, I buzzed with excitement. Had it not been for the reunion invite later, this would have been my perfect day. Undergrad reunions were my personal nightmare. I'd skipped the last one to avoid someone. Liam. In high school, I'd focused solely on studies. College brought my first relationship. Unfortunately, with Liam, a cheating bastard. The local guy had a high school sweetheart attending college elsewhere. Naive me believed his pursuit was genuine. Then his true love surprised him on his birthday. The spineless worm blamed me, claiming I'd seduced him. People believe what they want. His real girlfriend joined his smear campaign against me. The breakup sparked rumors that spread like wildfire. Liam painted himself the victim, even spreading lies on campus forums. Thanks to him, I'd avoided dating anyone else at school. Last year's reunion? I'd fabricated an excuse. This year, Monitor personally called. Bring your boyfriend. I saw the posts. Our Jasmine only dates elite men. His tone mixed flattery and challenge. Of course, Monitor shared a dorm with Liam. My temper flared. Fine. Only after hanging up did I realize. Damn it, I hadn't told Daniel. After 2 anxious days, I told Daniel that afternoon, expecting refusal given the short notice. Okay, I'll pick you up. Full marks for thoughtfulness. I wondered if Lucas had half this dedication as a simp. At 5 p.m., Daniel's call came right on time. Walking to the gate in heels, I almost missed him. I mistakenly opened a modest sedan's door. The driver panicked. Whoa, miss. Not another prank video. I've been tricked twice already. His trauma seemed genuine. A honk snapped me back to reality. The driver pointed behind him. That Porsche's honking, must be your ride. His muscular arm slammed my door shut. Confused, I turned to see Daniel in a white Porsche. Damn, he'd even rented a car? How many credit card installments would this cost me? Thankfully, Daniel explained. Uncle's car. I drove him to the airport earlier. Phew, no terrifying rental receipts. At the venue, I briefed Daniel. We'll sit in back and just eat, okay? Secrets? He saw right through me. No wonder he always ranked first. Before I could explain, Monitor spotted us. Jasmine! You came. His shout drew every gaze, including Liam's. Even years later, my skin crawled seeing that bastard. Technically, Liam wasn't even our alumnus, He'd flunked half his classes. Monitor only sucked up because of Liam's family connections. Pathetic. Long time no see, I forced out. Monitor grabbed my arm. Where's your boyfriend? Our girls stalk him at his campus. He gushed like a starstruck fanboy. My increasingly fake excuses didn't fool Liam. Let her go, Monitor. That viral post was probably staged anyway. His smirk promised humiliation. Jasmine Zheng, still the same manipulative bitch. Just like old times, false accusations. I fantasized about beheading him with a 30-meter blade. Then someone did it for me. Daniel reappeared, punching Liam square in the face. Classic hero saves damsel. Always effective. Watch your mouth talking about my girlfriend. Monitor froze while female classmates erupted in screams. Camera flashes popped until Daniel whisked me away. Under moonlight, his pale hand gripped mine tightly. My long-dormant butterflies revived. Lucas' greatest success arrived unexpectedly fast. Daniel's heroics coincided with Lucas' confession working. His relationship announcement and my matchmaker bonus should have delighted me. But with the mission accomplished, my role was over. Sis. Mom's visiting Friday. Perfect time to meet Emily. Keep your evening free. Lucas sounded lottery-level excited. For 2 days, I ghosted Daniel, even muting his notifications. Okay, I was being cowardly. No, downright despicable. But love built on deception felt impure. Friday arrived with no classes, so I offered to meet our parents. Mom refused. My Beijing bestie's handling everything. Just bring Lucas. Her booming voice defied her petite southern origins. Great, Mom had best friends, Lucas had a girlfriend. And me? Just a mess. Too chicken to explain, I blocked Daniel outright. At the appointed time, Lucas came to get me. A first. Emily waved from the driver's seat of another white Porsche. Hi sis. Her sweet greeting twisted my stomach. Lucas had mentioned her wealthy Beijing background. Their happiness validated my sacrifice. Shouldn't I bring gifts for your mom? Emily fretted. No need. It's a surprise. Lucas assured. Their excited planning made me jealous. Had Lucas not moved fast, I'd be bringing Daniel tonight. For once, the brat exceeded expectations. Numbly, I entered the restaurant. The private room revealed a shock. There sat Daniel beside Mom, chatting like old friends. Mom's delighted expression said it all. But the real bombshell came next. Auntie. Emily gaped at another woman. The woman beamed at the couple. Emily, are you too? What fresh hell was this? At dinner, only Lucas rivaled my embarrassment. Turns out Mom's bestie was Daniel's mother. And Emily? Daniel's cousin, his uncle's only daughter. Our entire scheme had been pointless. Lucas coped by inhaling food. I opted for the classic bathroom escape. Daniel intercepted me post-retreat. Humiliation fueled my outrage. So Emily's dad is your uncle? Daniel's nod marked round one's loss. Why didn't you tell me? You didn't mention your diversion tactic either. Round two's knockout. Touché. Lucas thought himself the cunning predator, unaware he'd been the prey all along. Fine. You win. Jasmine, Daniel countered. What exactly are you angry about? With that, he left me fuming. What wasn't I angry about? But Mama waited, forcing my return. Long bathroom break. Calling your boyfriend? Mrs. Anderson teased. My smile resembled a grimace. You have a boyfriend? Mom gasped. Lucas. Did you know? Lucas' face remained buried in rice bowls. What a shame, Mrs. Anderson sighed sincerely. Daniel's like Jasmine since school. She dropped the bomb casually. I teased him once. He admitted it outright. Daniel choked on his water. An uncharacteristic reaction. Wait. He liked me? The moms reminisced like gossiping schoolgirls. We told him. Court good girls properly. At least confess your feelings. But no. Mr. Independent had to handle it himself. Now Jasmine's graduating. Still waiting. Their laughter echoed as I stared at Daniel. The final blow came from Emily. Auntie. They're already together. Daniel set this whole thing up. Wait, you didn't know? Silence. Then more silence. Well, this dinner officially won, most awkward meal ever. Later, the usually aloof Daniel confessed under duress. I deliberately scored just slightly higher than you on exams. Before finals, I overheard you vow to study abroad if you didn't rank first. So I let you win. A control freak genius being this sweet? Don't be mad. I'll make it up to you. The 185 cm boy suddenly turned kittenish, nuzzling my shoulder. Internally melting, I kept my stern facade. Thanks to Emily's betrayal, I held all the cards now. Write me a public love letter. I'll decide based on sincerity. Instead of protesting, he immediately began typing. The real surprise came 10 minutes later. Preparing to post, Daniel realized he'd logged into an old account. My peripheral vision caught the familiar username. Stop. Too late. He'd already posted. His profile now featured a pinned declaration. Notification alerts exploded instantly. The schemer looked unbearably pleased with himself. Oops. No takebacks now. Not that I wanted any. Best deal ever.